we're going to do a lovely main course, all focused around pork. So we're going to be cooking off some beautiful hand-cut pork steaks from the local craft butcher, MJ O'Neill's in Clonakilty. We're going to be doing something a bit different with the spuds. We're going to be using Martin Kerry's white pudding to make into a really tasty croquette to go with the pork, instead of just plain old mashed potato. Then we're going to serve that up with some fried off apples and some kale. So the first thing to do is to wash and prepare the potatoes. So while you're waiting for the potatoes to come up to the boil ready for mashing, you can either sit down, put your feet up, or you can crack on with something else. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to prepare the white pudding for the croquettes. So this will be mixed into the mashed potatoes. Because I've now moved from dealing with vegetables to meat, I've changed to a plastic chopping board, a new knife, ready to safely and hygienically prepare the meat. Tip for the perfect mashed potato is this: the wooden spoon. As far as mashed potato is concerned, the wooden spoon is your friend. This is the thing that's going to bring everything together, make it lovely and fluffy and creamy. Don't bother using your plastic spatula or a metal spoon. The wooden spoon is where it's at. Okay, so the potatoes are nicely chilled now, so we can begin making our croquettes. So if you just think of them like the way you would bread anything, so we're going to make a small croquette shape, then we're going to dip them slightly in flour, we're going to dip them into Meg, dip them in some panko breadcrumbs, but you can use any kind of breadcrumb really, and then we'll put them in the frying pan just to kind of crisp up. So we're not really cooking them, we're just crisping them up on the outside. So now we're just going to get the steaks ready for cooking. So that just means seasoning them up. So obviously pork can be sort of quite a salty flavour type of meat. So I'd say keep the salting to a minimum. So just a bit of salt, some black pepper over the top. We're going to use some fresh thyme, which we'll also use when we're frying them off as well. Pork and thyme are just classic flavour combinations together. And we'll do the same on the other side. So another little bit of sea salt. More black pepper. Everywhere except on the pork steak. And a little bit more thyme. And we've used parsley in the croquettes, but actually parsley and thyme are very good bedfellows when it comes to herbs. So now we're just heat up the pan ready for frying. So here we have my honking pork steaks fried off in a pan with butter and thyme, some blanched kale, very lightly blanched kale, beautiful potato croquettes made with Martin Kerry Butcher's white pudding, and some glazed local apples. Very tasty, very healthy, pure comfort food.